make sure that every hit really counts. I don't know enough about this matchup to say a whole lot about it, Nurse, but I'm excited to see what we get out of this. Game 1.
I mean, Asimo has a lot of experience in this matchup playing against Akala. Usually goes the way of Akala, but Asimo has taken sets before, so it's not like it's impossible. And as good as Toon is as an up-and-comer, I don't know if he's Akala, so we're going to have to see what Asimo is able to throw together, but also the amount of prep that Toon has brought to this matchup, because there's not really a lot of Ryus to practice against.
Right, and I mean, we're seeing here a pretty darn good start out of Toon, and also an interesting, how often do you see Battlefield as the starter?
It's interesting.
Not that often, certainly not in P&W, my region, but
Yup, here we go. Heard you needed resources.
Yes. All right.
No way we're going back. No way.
Toon comfortable going to ledge.
That was crazy. Asimo using the fall off back air into the side B to make that one happen, and unfortunately just missing the tech on that block in the corner, and we're back.
Into the dumpster, unfortunately. And we are tacking on some damage here. 76% for your trouble.
I mean, we can call a spade a spade. You got to figure out how to deal with that. And there's a risk to it, right? There's 50-50s. There's ways that it can go wrong no matter what Asimo chooses to do. But if you just let Toon go down there and start mining, it's free real estate.
Yeah. Great job there finding the back air to not let this get too out of hand. And, you know, whenever you're dealing with FGC, the comeback ability and the never count this character out nature of these characters, you always got to remember, like, they're really never out. They always can just break your shield or delete you at any moment, pretty much.
100%. And you can see Toon approaching it very carefully, not wanting to commit. That being said, the red fireball going to be able to put on so much pressure, but look at all these resources.
Yeah, can't be letting them get away with that.
It is nice, though. Steve doesn't get quite as many resources on this stage. He's going to get some good ones, but it takes a little bit longer to get them because you're not just building up the wood constantly. It doesn't come through as much. Ooh,
I love that aggressive option coming back to stage, saying you're not just going to get to mine for free. I'm coming back. I've got a... Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, and not killing quite yet, but Asimo actually taking the lead here for the first time in game 1. Let's see how the pace shifts now that Asimo has that lead. Obviously, you can't just let Steve get resources forever, but at the same time, does have the lead.
Dude, he's so patient. And using that forward tilt, breaking 2 blocks at a time, letting Toon know, you're not safe behind the wall. I'm just a little bit away, and aggression off the ledge from Toon, perhaps expecting an option from Asimo. And I love that red fireball as well, catching the mine carts, keeping him honest.
Really good option to deal with that, both tacking on damage and basically eliminating it as an offensive option. Those, just in general, the red fireball has been doing a lot of work this game 1. Get stuck in between these 2 blocks. Always scary, just with the ricochet and potential shenanigans. Dude, I love that.
Toon is fighting a ghost.
Yeah.
We saw 2 back airs and a forward smash all thrown out while Asimo just kind of stood there and was like, oh, okay.
All right.
Sure. Why not?
And like you were saying, there's just adding on that red fireball into that minecart. Toon not really finding the ability. I don't know if Toon's ready to deal with like the red fireball is really just eliminating minecart as a thing in the matchup so far.
I think the nice thing about it is, like you said, if you're anticipating that minecart, you could just throw it out and it really stuffs it. Yeah. And there's very few characters in the game that just have an answer to minecart like that, especially because oftentimes with projectiles, minecart will like clank with them.
Right.
Whereas the red fireball, because it has those multi-hits, because it keeps going, it's not so easy to just get rid of, and it creates a way that you have to play that is more difficult than it would typically be. And I think we're seeing shades of this like matchup inexperience coming through.
Yeah.
Where Asimo is familiar with these counterplay options, and Toon has some idea of what's going on, but not necessarily like the most solid game plan for like, what do I do about red fireball? What do I do about these tilts on my shield? What do I do when he approaches the ledge? What do I do when he's F-tilting the blocks, right? There's a lot of situations that require some degree of nuance as well.
And Ryu, I mean, it's kind of funny thinking about Street Fighter. In Street Fighter, you jump in with a button, right, and go into a combo. Asimo was literally able to do that over these block walls, and Toon wasn't really preventing him from doing it. He was allowing him to come in, do an option on him, and get some damage. we'd want to see like an up smash or an up tilt or something just to keep anti-air Asimo out and keep him from getting in close. But really allowing Asimo so far to dictate the pace of play.
And I like this counter pick. On this platform layout, Toon's going to be able to retreat to that platform and mine and have a little bit more trouble, or create a little bit more trouble for Asimo in terms of trying to catch him. The other thing that's nice about this stage is while you have those close side blast zones, which really benefit Steve, the top blast zone is higher. And so those Shoryuken combos are going to kill a little bit later.
Yeah, that's a good call out. Finally getting some damage for a trouble here. Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
Literally 78%. Immediately answered. Got to be a little careful though. I don't want to get hit. You don't want to get hit by a Ryu back air there, sitting at the edge of that platform.
No, that's definitely where things get scary. And Asimo, we've seen so many times, whether it be off of a ledge trump, off of a forward tilt, so willing to just rip that back air.
Yeah,
yep.
Not respecting it.
Yep.
What? You're sleeping, bro. You're not safe there.
You think I hadn't seen that one before?
There was a funny little pause. Asimo was kind of like, I'm going to go for it. All right, you're dead. I guess if you want to mine over there, I will kill you for that.
Hear me say it. You said rip back here? Okay, good idea.
Yeah. Ooh, getting stuck in that weird... Oh, and Livin. Wow. You were mentioning about those top blast zones. Oh, that's nothing can save you from that.
Potentially could have teched it. I'm not sure if that was a purple or not.
All right. Toon definitely still keeping this very close, and we're going to go for a little ride here. How much damage?
Ran out of the diamond up tilt 2 hits in, so not quite as much damage as it could have been. The air dodge also missing that top platform. Triple.
We've been talking about this.
A little weight and then a
Look at the little kicks just going out. I don't know what that... Clearly, Asimo is playing a different game than I can conceive of, because what I just saw there that was some 40 chess.
It's all good. It's all good. I also like what Asimo does in terms of focus attacking the blocks and then dash canceling it back to try and bait Toon into commitment. Yeah,
really good little kind of mind game there. And to your point earlier, just about the experience in this matchup, really knowing not just one, but multiple tools to deal with every part of Steve's game plan. Like I was saying about the jump-ins.
That being said, Toon keeping it close, trying to find his way out of this pressure. Steve, a character known for making comebacks like this, and with the diamond online, it's always going to be possible. Not too many resources, but enough to make something crazy happen. But the combo dropped just a little bit early in this corner.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
It's scary. Every time it happens, it's scary.
All right, yeah, you're not safe for me. Oh, and yeah.
That's it.
Asimo just showing prowess in this matchup, I think, is really what we're seeing.
He's so good at it. And it's tough, right? Because we talked about that counter pick coming through to counter the Shoryukens, which had been the problem on Battlefield.
Yeah.
And it just becomes a new problem.
A new problem. Getting back, was that all 3 of those? Was it back air all 3 times?
Stock 2 was a down air.
Oh, right, yeah, yeah. But two back airs to close it out at sub 100%.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good move.
Pretty darn good move. And we'll have to see where the counter pick goes. We're going to a new Steve skin. And we're just going back to town.
We're counter picking skins, not stages. Alex has entered the game plan, and sometimes players have different skins for different mindsets, and so the skin kind of indicates the way they want to play. I don't know if that's the case here, but obviously some sort of adjustment is needed because Asimo has been keeping pace too well.
Putting some pressure on here. Yeah, you got to be careful with these back airs on deck. Those F tilts just kind of coming out, poking, looking for it.
And it's tough because when the crafting stage is on the table as well, he's able to cancel into specials off the back of the crouching table. So another layer that you have to be worried about. And again, another layer that Asimo has some experience in this matchup. What are we doing?
I don't know what yeah, that is scary. Not the trade we want here, but oh, that is so unfortunate.
Unlucky.
We kind of just go next with that, but yeah, unlucky.
I mean, you'll take it. You took a stock off at the very least. 31% already added on as well. These walls being built, but Asimo applying so much pressure and mixing up how he breaks the walls. These jabs, kind of unsuccessful.
That is scary. I like this, but just in general, I feel like when we're over here on the side on the platforms, it's kind of been Asimo's game.
Toon finally fighting back, though. Able to get through that focus attack. 2 hits, get the job done. Diamond Tool online. Meta Knight up air, I see you.
It's in the building.
And also the diamond is just mine. We're gonna have to see if Toon commits to the gold. Commits to the convenience and the speed of this as an approach option, or ends up crafting that diamond for the kill power.
Toon doing a good job over the last 30 seconds of
Jesus.
one, just not getting hit. Continuing to be careful.
And so few resources. Asimo is so good at putting on the pressure when these walls are built. It gives Toon no time to craft, no time to build a stockpile, and it takes options like minecart away. Sure.
That was like 5.
You got it. You got
that was like
it.
5 of them.
Down here.
Oh, getting out of it.
Oh!
Oh.
I thought it was going to work, low-key. That back air, not safe. Actually, the reverse nair getting Toon out of danger.
Oh, and getting the... That's, I think, the first minecart kill of the set, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Finally pulling the trigger on that at close range without the time to pull out a red fireball. Very, very critical. Starting to tack on this damage and going to be able to take it.
Okay, got him.
Got him.
Got him. And I feel like if you're Toon, those are the moments that you need to find, right? Asimo's such an explosive player, and we've seen the experience in neutral, but Steve continues to be the most explosive character in the game. It is undeniable across the board, and so you kind of have to temper your expectations, right? How do you figure this out? How do you make things work? And Toon, those big advantage states, the times where you're like, okay, I hit you and you just die, that needs to happen at least once.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were seeing shades of that in the first couple games where it's like, yes, we're getting that 70% in, but then that was kind of all she wrote, and it was just like trading hits here and there, and then Asimo was actually able to find and capitalize. All right, certainly lower blast zones off the top. We'll have to see if this platform comes into play and if the resources on the stage also make a big difference.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think the platform actually gives some reprieve for Asimo, but honestly, Steve is one of the characters where I'm like, the plat layout is not usually like of primary concern. I think more often than not, it's like the type of resources you get from the stage or the like blast zone size that ends up being a little bit more relevant. Because, I mean, Steve's not really a character to go for too many platform combos, and also isn't really a character to like hang out on the platform too much, just because you can build the walls.
He's got his own, he's got his own. Okay, keeping it real close here, but gosh.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Pull the trigger when you're a couple inches from the ground. That thing, just let it rip.
I think that was a footstool as well, coming in with the confirm. So good. Frame 4 out of the shield if you're able to make it happen. And the execution's a little tight, but it's worth going for it. Even if you miss, you're not in that detrimental of a spot.
What a grab.
Dude, and this adaptation from Toon, it's like a completely different player. Once he's been able to maintain that pace against Asimo, that ability to slow it down, that slow game plan just works so much better in the up tilt into the up smash.
Yeah.
Gonna do everything you needed to.
Asimo just not really finding those kind of jump in assaults and being able to set the pace of what he was doing earlier. Yeah, it's hard to exactly put my finger on everything that Toon has been able to change, but whatever it is, it's a collection of a few small things, and it's working out in a big way here.
And it's tough because once you get Steve to like this 180%, it just gets really frustrating because every hit means so much, and the fact that you haven't been able to kill him by this point has such an implication on the rest of the game. Already 77% built up on Asimo. And you see, slowly building up that stone, that's the difference in the stage. But now a big stockpile for Toon.
Oh, and just pulling
iron.
the trigger there on that minecart, and they're looking like they're going to run it back.
Toon said run it back? It's not your decision. That's crazy.
Yeah, actually, that is.
He's like, that was sick. Go back. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
And
that is actually really funny whenever people do that. They're like, run it back. I'm like, well, no.
Yeah,
actually,
no, I won't do that.
Good sir, no.
I won't do that, actually. It's messed up. It's actually messed up. You can see Asimo deep in thought.
Contemplating right now.
Doesn't want this reverse 3-0 to become a reality in this stage pick. It is yours wherever you feel most comfortable. Anything but PS2. if I'm being honest. And
yeah,
probably,
don't make us look at the green anymore.
Probably you don't want to be going to PS2. Probably you don't want to be going to FD. So I don't actually think the stage pick is necessarily the problem here, but Asimo needs to make sure that he doesn't lose this first stock so early.
Yeah.
Because that change in pace is so difficult to come back from. And Alex, the counter pick is working. The
Alex going to get it done. All right, we hear some folks in the crowd cheering out for Asimo.
That do 20%?
Really? Was that full? It had to have been full hop back air. Does it not matter the difference for short or full hop?
Just hit like a freaking truck.
That's crazy.
All good.
Someone in chat, I'm sure, is already talking about like how I don't know what I'm talking about, which is probably true, but I just didn't know that move did 20%. That's wild.
I'll give it up. I didn't either. I knew it did a lot. I thought it was probably close to 17, 18, 20. That's big news. Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. But the shield pressure doesn't matter in that situation, unfortunately.
65% racked up, and Toon, as we've seen, more than comfortable playing in this corner. Asimo feeling a little bit of pressure here to make something happen. That being said, something you'll see Asimo do is just destroy those bottom blocks and then run forward. Once the bottom blocks are gone, you actually automatically destroy the top blocks just by running at them.
Yeah, a good knowledge piece there just to understand how you can make the most of your movement. Oh, and just barely living? But no, that was checkmate, unfortunately.
Good recognition from Toon to get those blocks down. Know that Asimo has to recover a certain way and getting the perfect punish for it. Now, stuck between a rock and a hard place, but it's just where Steve wants to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Setting up this little fortress of doom. Asimo can't let this go on for too long, but then getting punished for his trouble, 55%.
Oh.
Okay, answering back, but still not quite enough to kill.
That's so bad because those openings are so far and in between. Asimo is going to need to make something big happen if he wants to take this stock. And now air dodge expended off stage, and a little bit of an overextension on that up B means the Toon is up 3 stocks to 1.
And like we were talking about earlier, you can never count the FGCs out because, like, oh my God, they got that comeback potential, they've got that explosiveness, but we've got to basically see this be a perfect stock if there's any chance for Asimo.
Buddy, you gotta. You're at the point in the match, unfortunately, where you got to start taking 50-50s, and I know that sucks to hear.
Oh my God, is that going to kill?
But you don't,
ridiculous.
That's when that happens, right? That's when that happens. And
oh
you saw
my gosh.
Asimo getting so afraid to approach the pillar, trying to wait for Toon to overextend in some way. Toon just not giving it up, and like I said, when you're that far behind, it's 50-50s, even worse, potentially, but you have to take the risk, because if you don't, you get chipped away at until Steve inevitably just has better combos, has better kill power, has better offstage presence.
Yeah, and so many ways for you to die. It's just that you've got to force the issue, but it's not an enviable position when you're like, just force the issue with Steve.
And
come on, just force it.
Just go make it happen.
Just make it happen. It's like, okay, cool.
No, it is truly, I like to call it playing guessies, because that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. And before we get into the